J.R.R. Tolkien did indeed love his wife Edith a tremendous amount, and to that end I'm going to read for you what I think is probably the saddest thing Tolkien ever wrote. The year is 1972. Tolkien writes a letter to his son Christopher about what to put on the gravestone of his recently deceased wife Edith. I have at last got busy about Mummy's grave. The inscription I should like is Edith Mary Tolkien, 1889 to 1971, Luthien. Brief and jejune, except for Luthien, which says for me more than a multitude of words, for she was, and knew she was, my Luthien. Say what you feel without reservation about this edition. I began this under the stress of great emotion and regret, and in any case I am afflicted from time to time increasingly with an overwhelming sense of bereavement. I need advice. Yet I hope none of my children will feel that the use of this name is a sentimental fancy. I never called Edith Luthien, but she was the source of the story that in time became the chief part of the Silmarillion. It was first conceived in a small woodland glade filled with hemlocks at Roos in Yorkshire, where I was for a brief time in command of an outpost of the Humber garrison in 1917, and she was able to live with me for a while. In those days her hair was raven, her skin clear, her eyes brighter than you have seen them, and she could sing and dance. But the story has gone crooked, and I am left, and I cannot plead before the inexorable Mandos. For anyone who needs a little bit of clarifying on that passage, Luthien was the immortal elven princess who fell in love with a human called Beren, and when both died, she went before Mandos, the keeper of the dead, danced and sang and pleaded. He gave her two options. She could either go and live in Valimar amongst the elves and spend the rest of eternity in peace, or she and Beren could return to Middle-earth and live out the rest of their short mortal lives. She chose the latter. But for Tolkien, his Luthien has gone. She has gone before him, and there is no one to whom he can plead for a second chance.